In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper. I haven't done this introduction in so long. I just don't have my groove together. Anyway, I'm the gatekeeper of this internet ministry, known as the mighty Angel Snub 7, your brother and hopefully your friend. Alrighty then. Woo! I only have a few minutes, so on this vizzy, let ye get busy. On the back of the Muhammad Speaks newspaper, I don't know if the Muhammad Speaks newspaper is still being printed, but in the inside cover, I believe, of the Final Call newspaper, both newspapers are published by a form, version, or maybe the original Nation of Islam. One of the last things, or one of the things that the Muslims requested from the United States government was to help with separation. But it would be the last option, not the first option, because we want to attempt to work within the place that we know. We don't know anything about Africa. We don't know anything about living in China. We don't know anything about living in Asia. We have been born here. We have bled here. We have died here. We have suffered here. For over 400 years, we have been here. Although it is unjust, that is our complaint. It is unfair. It is not equal. But we want to attempt to try to work within the laws and the systems that we only know. But the very last option is that of separation. And for me, personally, I believe, no, I don't believe, I know that black people of America, we should really begin to really take serious and plan and make a move towards separation. That is the real solution. Now, some of you may get upset about separation. Some people may even say separation is hatred. Separation is thoughts makes those who want to separate a racist. To separate does not mean hatred. To separate simply means we can no longer get along. If you are or have a roommate and y'all trying to live together, but for some reason things don't work, does that mean that you hate your roommate? It means we don't get along. I don't like your style of living. I don't like the way you do things. I don't like how you treat me in this house. I'm not getting the rights and the privileges I should get when I pay my rent. Why are you getting more privileges than I do and we pay the same rent? So if black people, if we are the citizens in this nation, then we should have equal access, equal opportunity. If we don't, something is wrong. And they say, or give the excuse, the reason why we don't have what others do, because we are inferior in the mind, we are trifling and lazy, and so forth and so forth. And we know this is a lie. How can you be a slave and be lazy? How can you be a slave and don't have within you the will to work and want to break out of your chains and seek freedom and freak better? That's an excuse. But see, since they think that way, you're living in this house, you have a roommate that don't respect you, call you lazy, call you trifling, call you a welfare recipient, call us all types of names, then we would be stupid and foolish, knowing that's not what we are, to not want to seek separation. So these who call us this, these who make mockery of us and degrade us and view us as human trash, why are they getting upset because we want to separate? They get upset when we talk separation because even though we are lazy, we're trifling, and all these things, all these names that they call us, even though we are all these things, they exploit us. They use us. We're lazy, but I put my business in your neighborhood, buy my weave, buy my Kentucky Fried Chicken, buy my McDonald's. I'm going to bleed you. Even though you're lazy, the little money that y'all get, I want it. These are ticks on our back. Would you live with fleas in your house? Would you live with ticks in your house? Bed bugs in your bed? Then why do you live in a nation that blood suck you? I don't understand. But for me, I'm telling you, I'm fed up with them. We have to seriously consider separation. Separation is the first step in divorce, is a separation. Separation does not mean hate. Separation means we just can't get along. Due to maybe some of y'all that do hate. And if you call black folks lazy and trifling and all these other names, then apparently if you don't hate us, you must really severely dislike us. And if we are equal in the same house, then we should see the same equality in the black community. But you don't see the same equality in the black community when you look at the Chinese and you look at the white community or anybody else. Why do our community suffer? Our community suffer because we lazy, because we trifling, because we ain't no damn good. That's what they tell us. But is that true? We won't know if it's true or not unless we separate and we do our own thing. And if it happens after we separate, then they were telling the truth. But until then, we know, brothers and sisters, that living within America in these systems, we know that the laws are biased against black people. We know that these white folks, a lot of them, in positions of power, we know